Hey everyone, I'd just like to quickly share a couple of thoughts regarding the protests that are going on in Sydney. And there's a lot of different reactions on social media I'm seeing on either side of the spectrum. People saying, yeah, freedom, woo, protest this and that. And there's another side of the spectrum going, oh, wow, this is going to set us back a couple months or however long it takes for us to be in lockdown so the virus can kind of be contained. Now, there's one perspective I'm not seeing enough of, or at all, actually, and that's kind of the the perspective I'd like to share, and that is that yes, the protests are bad. It's going to set us back and all that. And I'm personally completely against the protest. I think it's counterproductive and it's going to set us back and it's not helpful at all in this situation. However, we must understand from a political leadership point of view is that pretty much every problem has a root. And in this case, there is a specific party or a person to blame for that, to blame that root of the problem onto, and that's ScoMo and his goons. Now, ever since the start of the pandemic, the Labor Party's been urging the government to design and build new facilities for quarantine that are actually engineered in a way to contain the viruses within, but they refuse to listen and they keep on throwing people in traditional hotels. Now, I understand new measures have been put in place to contain it, but let's be real, the hotels were never designed to contain viruses. These hotels were designed for accommodation and people socializing, ironically. The other problem is the vaccine rollout has been delayed so much. It's almost a year since the first country started vaccinating their populations. Now, at the start, the excuse ScoMo was using is that we want to see how how people react to the vaccines in other countries, so we make sure that our rollout is safe. And it's been a year now. You would expect to wait a couple months, 3 months or so on, but not a whole year. Now, even after a whole year, now that the vaccine rollout has been accelerated, it's only because of all of the ruckus that is being caused by the lockdowns and the new Delta variant spreading, which tells you if this didn't happen, the vaccine would have been probably delayed 2 years, 3 years, who knows? And that is the person to blame. And when you have something like that occur, people are going to be angry. They're going to be upset and they're going to revolt. And that's what we're seeing with the protests. They are not to blame. The protesters are not to blame. Even though I'm completely against the protests, there is a root of the problem that